News, in fact, coming in from politics related to Maharashtra, where after a meeting which was called a secret meeting between Sharad Pawar and his now estranged nephew Ajit Pawar, who has joined the BJP and the government there as Deputy Chief Minister, Sharad Pawar has come out on all the speculation around this meeting. In fact, Sharad Pawar said there is very clear ideologies do not match his ideology with the Bharatiya Janata Party. His reaction on the reports of the secret meetings with Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar said the meeting was at my home or someone else's, not a secret. He, in fact, also went on and said that there can be no question of joining the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let's listen in to what Sharad Pawar said.
असायचे आमचं स्वच्छ मत असे तुम्ही एकत्र आम्ही असो किंवा होतो किंवा पुढे होऊ पण हे सगळे होताना लाजक ही विचारधारा आमच्या चौकशीत बसत.
All right, every time this happens, and this has been quite something which is very keenly watched, and in fact speculation runs amok as far as Sharad Pawar's meeting with his nephew is concerned. Asif Bamla of the BJP is with us at this moment, and so is Clyde Castro of the NCP, the Sharad Pawar faction, if I may call it at this moment. But Clyde, I want to come to you first. Mr. Pawar said that ideologies don't match, but yes, there are family relations, but the fact remains every time Mr. Pawar meets Ajit Pawar, there is confusion about whether he has Ajit Pawar's blessing, whether it's all a game perpetuated by Mr. Pawar himself.
Well, there's confusion in the minds of the media, and if people want to create confusion in their minds, who are we to stop them? But the fact remains that there is an uncle and a nephew, and I think they can meet whenever they want, wherever they want to meet. I mean, relationships don't end. Political relationship may have ended, and he may have moved on, as in Mr. Ajit Pawar, but the family relations will stay, and I think family relations should stay beyond all political, understandings or whatever they call it. So I think you should not read much into their meeting. And now that Mr. Pawar has very, very clearly said that, he's my nephew, I'm the elder person in the family, and if he wants to meet me, I'll meet him. So I think all media, whoever wants to kind of delve into it or dig deep into it, should stop doing that, because this is something that's out in the clear.
Mr. Bamla, one thing that Mr. Pawar made very clear, that there is a very clear ideological divide, and BJP and he can never find that common ground.
No, I certainly agree with what my friend Clyde says, that meeting somebody, of course, Pawar Sahab has been a very senior leader, the veteran. He's the head of the family. And of course, with Ajit Dada having split his political ideologies, having joined us and he has now accepted the position of a deputy chief minister, and I think he's doing a fine job there. And having said that, if he has joined and if he's met Mr. Pawar, there's nothing which should be read between the lines. Today, I think Mr. Devendra Fadnavis and Pawar Sahab share the common stage also, if I'm not mistaken. So that doesn't mean that there's some command. Maharashtra की ये परंपरा रही है हमेशा से कि पर्सनल रिलेशंस हमेशा हर पार्टी के एक दूसरे नेताओं के आपस में अच्छे रहे. Maharashtra has always had this tradition over there. So I don't know why. I mean, I would also submit this, that media should stop, making this a news coronary.
No, but sir, the news point was that Mr. Sharad Pawar made it very, very clear that there is zero common ground between him and the BJP. He can never.
He has made this not now today, by the way, my dear friend. He has always been saying that from day one. So
Clyde, very quickly, I want to respond from you. Don't you think, Clyde, that
can the nephew and uncle meet?
Sure. So I get your point that personal relationships should be kept away from politics. But Clyde, while we keep talking about personal relationships should be kept away from politics, don't you think at a time when at one hand he comes out and says he and BJP can never have a meeting point, then of course continuously keeps meeting Mr. Ajit Pawar, it also confuses the supporters, his supporters on the ground. And in crucial election year, this is bound to create confusion.
the media, if I may say so, because, they are speculating. But, supporters, if you're talking about supporters of Mr. Sharad Pawar, I'm a staunch supporter of Mr. Sharad Pawar. I'm not confused. I know he will not go with the BJP. Ideologies do not match. But at the same time, I know he's an uncle.
Okay.
He's an elderly person in the family. He can meet anybody from the family, and Ajit Dada Pawar.
Okay, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. I'm completely out of time. Thank you, gentlemen, for speaking to me.